welcome to my channel. I know I've been like away for a while. I've still been watching videos, I just haven't been making any. It turns out I've been recently diagnosed with ADHD, and at the end of the day, or even at the end of the week, I am super exhausted from my job, which is being a teacher. My friend put together the White Billy bookshelf for me, and so I just thought it would be nicer. So this is a lot brighter, more me. My dolls. There is a doll missing because I'm going to talk about her today. I have a lot more dolls. I added to my collection last year, and so that's what this is going to be. Who did I add in 2024? And then I'm going to introduce my newest doll, the first doll that I got for 2025. So yeah, let's get started. Okay. By the way, before the dolls, I am repping. My sweatshirt is from Cedar Point. This summer of 2024. So whenever you're watching this, I actually took a trip to Ohio, to meet a friend. And so, yeah, so I've got a lot of Cedar Point stuff. My first doll in 2024 was in March. And that's when I got her. I think I commissioned her maybe in January, but I definitely got her in March. This is my mini-me. She is a Josefina mold. She is actually a Lila Head and Body, Dallas Doll Company, or one of the other ones. They're currently in all of their holiday stuff because I changed them all into their holiday stuff and got so overwhelmed and overstimulated by the amount of dolls that I had that I don't know if I'm gonna actually change them for January. So we will see. He is a custom from Princess Pastelita on Instagram and TikTok. Really, I love this particular customizer. She does very coquette dolls, and I just wanted something that was super light with the makeup, right? Because I don't wear a lot of makeup, and so I just wanted something super light that looked like me. This is the hair color that I should have. I do tend to dye my hair pink at the ends, so, but yeah, she looks more like me when I make an effort to put on makeup. And this is kind of how my hair usually looks. I just got it done, so it's a little on the like calm side because I got it done. Saw this on AG Takes Over Christy. I recently got a tattoo. Kind of hard to see. She's more so that I can see her. My mini-me needs a tattoo. Anyway, ears pierced just like mine. So her name is Alice May. May is my middle name as well. And yeah, so she's Jewish. I'm ethnically Jewish. So yeah, that's my first doll, Alice May. My second doll of 2024, her butt was actually falling out, is actually another custom. But I saw this custom and I was like, actually, I saw another custom and I really wanted the other custom, but it had sold before I could purchase her. But the customizer sent me photos of this young lady, and I was like, yeah, no, she's gonna come home with me. I absolutely love her. She's got a different wig on, and then she's got a slight face up. And this customizer is Custom Copper Cadence. Custom Copper Cadence on Instagram and Facebook does really pretty, very light makeup dolls, and the hair is just gorgeous and fun to play with. So yes, I named her Darcy because I wanted a doll named Darcy, a girl. He's my favorite book character. But yeah, Darcy, Brett, yeah, she's my little kind of country Taylor Swifty kind of democratic Southern Belle. Yeah. That's what she kind of looks like, that type of girly to me. A girly girl, very, very girly girl. So yeah, that is Darcy. Oh, and I got Darcy in also March, also the same day. March 24th. I had paid for her before, and she came home, and then I had paid for her, I think, in March, and so that's why they both ended up coming on the same day. So yay, my little twins. All right, for my next doll, this is a doll that I really didn't like. It's not from her short hair. I just didn't connect with the character. I connected more with Ruthie, her best friend, who's in the new treehouse that I got last year. Yeah, so, and I just thought that Ruthie would be my kit. Well, I was scrolling Instagram, as I'm bound as I do, looking at all the gorgeous dolls, and this doll popped up from a seller who refurbed her. Now, I had an issue, I think, with the modern kits. So I got Kit Kiddrich. I was not a modern kit fan. I also did not even like the early 2000s kit, or the later 2000s kit when they kind of redesigned her. But this one's an earlier one, and she was just so adorable that I just wanted to get her instantly. So I connected with her instantly. So Kit Kiddrich came from, I forget who it was, but I saw her on Instagram, and then I actually purchased her on Mercari. And it's not Fix My AG, but it's kind of one of those Instagram people that do that. And so, yeah, so this kit is the most beautiful kit that I have ever seen. It is the first kit that I have ever, connected with. And so I now have a little kit. She's adorable. I love her. Kit came in April 4th of 2024. All right. I was spending too much time on Instagram. Copper Cadence is one of my favorite people. She pops up. She's always customizing dolls. She always has a slew of dolls that she's customized. And I fell in love with this girly pop. I'm sounding like Chris now. I should stop that. So I got and her hair is the softest ever. She has been rewigged. She rewigs all of the dolls that she customizes, and she gives them that slight face up. There's a little bit of blush, a little bit of lipstick, that sort of thing. So she came in April 10th. So what I like too is that, is it that ear? It's not that ear. Is it this ear? Yeah. She even pierced her cartilage just like mine. which is fun. I really like dolls that are kind of like a little bit out of the ordinary. I named this doll, this is my fairy doll. She is a fae in human form. And her name is Fern Lyric. On Facebook Marketplace, looking, but this person was getting rid of their dolls. They lived like super close. She was super inexpensive, and I was like, yeah. It was the time when everybody was like loved this doll. There's kind of a resurgence of this doll, and it is Cecile. And so I was scrolling Facebook Marketplace, as one does, for discounted dolls, and I came across this gorgeous Cecile, and she was in modern clothes. I happen to have all of Marie Grace's outfits, and so she does wear Addie's, because I have some Addie and all of Marie Grace's, so we kind of bounce between the two eras with her. But I found this gorgeous girl who was an adult owned and collected doll, selling for below market value. And I snapped her up, and I met with the person, and we exchanged, and yeah. So I got her home, and I love this doll even more than the pictures of her. I think that she has such I don't want to say unique. She does have this Sonali mold, but like she just has this bright quality to her that I just adore. So yeah, she stays in Addie or Cecile's clothes. I'm sorry, Addie or Marie Grace's clothes. I have her summer outfit that I bought at the time for Marie Grace as well. The only one I don't have, I think, is her red one. But yeah, I love her. She's just so cute. So I got Cecile, also in April 30th of 2024. Wow. I added 3 dolls in April. 3 dolls in April. All right. My next doll. Everybody talks about Goodwill auction. So, and again, because of my mini-me, we had talked about which kind of base dolls I wanted, because I am fairly light-skinned, Josefina mold, but I do have, like, especially in the summer, my Portuguese side will come out, and I do get more tan. So we were debating between getting Blair or getting Lila, and I just thought Lila would be easier. So that had Blair put in my mind. And I had heard a lot about Goodwill auctions, so I decided to try it out. I ended up purchasing a Blair, or winning an auction for a Blair, at below market value. However, it cost me $30 to ship her to me, on top of the like $60 I think that I paid for her. So that's already like super expensive. I could have just got her brand new in box off of eBay. I thought she would be a good project to rehab, because I knew that there was some like issues. When I got her, there was more issues than I had realized. She had like pink marker or paint or something like all up in her eyes for like eyeshadow. Like, this kid had like destroyed her doll. She had it all over the fingernails, like down the arm on this side. There were marks on the leg, and I was like, all right, all right, this is okay. This is okay. I was a little disappointed because I had paid so much for a destroyed doll that I was like, all right, I'm going to try my hand at fixing her. I went in with the acetone, ended up taking the paint off the eyelid. It took everything off, including the paint off the eyelid, which I didn't want. I was like, all right, this is okay. I'm going to learn how to add that skin tone back on. I'm going to try my hand at the OxiClean. The Oxy 10 or whatever it was. The Zit Cream. So I put that on. It got everywhere. I have that, didn't realize it at the time. It is not diagnosed, but I have all the symptoms. To think about, like, where you're placing your body, right? And so I kind of go in and I bumble a lot. And it's that body placement thing. And so with that, I ended up basically like making her worse, in my opinion. I did not make her better. I made her worse. I got so upset. And then I posted on one of the groups and I was like, hey, like I can't connect with this doll because I feel like I've ruined her. Should I send her to a customizer to kind of help me, like a rehab, a refurber, or should I just send her in and get a new like doll? And they were like, yeah, send her in to get a new doll. I bought her in May, like the end of May. I received her in June. Worked on her. July came around. I was buying Pleasant Company stuff from a friend who ended up being a friend of mine. August came around, same thing. She's kind of sat in the box to ship her off. The other thing was like, yeah, I need to like print out the stuff. And I can only print it out at school, but yet at school I was schooling and not, caring about my AG collection. So she's still in the box and needs to go in for a new head. I think a new torso as well. And so that's why I do not have her here, because she is still in the box to be sent to the AG hospital. Continuing on, my next girl was in June. And this is kind of why also I didn't send Blair. Wait, I have 1, 2, 3 dolls in June. And again, this is why I didn't like send her right away, because I was like buying off the off the AG website. So my next brand new doll from the AG website was Nikki Hoffman. I bought Jane in 23. Or I bought Isabel. I call her Jane because that's Isabel. I bought Nikki off of the AG website because I felt like Isabel needed her twin, obviously. I arrived June 19th, 2024. Okay, my next two came as a bundle, and so I'm kind of treating them as like family, even though they don't look alike. Sometimes you can have different colors in your family. I saw these on, it's another Princess Pastelita customization. I saw them. They were, like, I connected with them. Really loved both of them. And so I was able to bundle both of them from this customizer and just loved it. So my first one, I connected with her. I thought she was gorgeous. This doll is gorgeous. She is just, she's amazing. I love, love, love her. So this is, they came June 27th. And off of Instagram stories, and I named her Asha Merriweather Carter. So Merriweather is going to be like the family name between the two girls. And so because she's part of that family, she has it as a middle name. But yeah, I just really, really liked her, and I didn't know which one to choose when the prices went down, and so I got both of them. And so she's awesome. She is my like alternative rocker person. Now, she's got the sweater on because her mother said she had to dress as Christmas, and she reluctantly did, but she's still got her like her pants on, and the shoes from the bat costume she has claimed, unless somebody is being a bat, they're her shoes. She has claimed them. She's gonna wear them all the time. They're like her Docs, right? Her Doc Martens. So she's my little alternative girl. I saw her as an alternative girl. I think this piercing, I forget what it's called, and the other piercings in her ear really help her to kind of be, and the way that her makeup is done, she tends to help her be more of a rocker. I believe she is my first Addie mold. I just didn't connect with some of the other Addie molds, but I connected with her. I have a lot of Sonali molds. I have a lot of in different colors, and I have the McKenna mold. Is she on the shelf somewhere? She might be on the shelf somewhere, or hanging up on the door. I don't know. And I have a Claudie mold, but I didn't have any Addie molds. So she's my first Addie mold. So the other doll that I got with her, here we are. This is Lila's wig. So she put, I think when she was customizing Lila for me, she took the wig off and put it on another doll to customize. And so I was like, I need the wig too. So that's why, and again, she's just so coquette. She's done the eyelashes, very little makeup. I love that, like, I think it's the clean girl aesthetic, that very light makeup, especially with some of these dolls. So I kept her name as Lila. So she is Lila Daphne Merriweather, into Bridgerton. I've got a Penelope, I've got a Francesca. This is my Daphne. So Lila Daphne Merriweather. And these two, I don't know how yet, but they are related. They are related. So KG released the Disney releases. So this is one of the Disney release dolls. I loved them. I wanted all of them. They were expensive, so I didn't buy them. However, I think I had a coupon. I had my like $30 coupon. No, that was for, no. Yeah, I had my $30 coupon. I had my $10 coupon, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get this doll. So, and the reason why I got her first is because when I was little, one Christmas, I got a Mattel, and this is like back in the 90s, a Mattel Cinderella. So now you know what doll it is. So let me get her out as I talk about her. So I had a Mattel Cinderella. This Mattel Cinderella came with the ball gown, the blue ball gown, the pink dress, but it was all in tatters, and her peasant dress, her like cleaner dress. I don't know where that doll went. Like, there was a time when I wasn't like a doll collector, and I don't know what happened to a lot of my like childhood dolls. I know they all got put somewhere in a box. And she might have been put in the box that got ruined. Don't leave dolls in a cardboard box. Here's the thing, folks. It is the 90s. It was the 90s. Kids didn't really know how to like store dolls. My mother didn't really care what we did with our dolls, because again, they were just Playline dolls. They got them from like Walmart or whatever. And so we just like threw all of the dolls into a cardboard box and we put it out in the garage. I live by a creek in the middle of a suburb. Lots of open spaces by a creek. Animals got in and ruined it. And here's the thing. Not that I couldn't rehab them, but being an asthmatic and being very, very sensitive to things, it is not a good idea for me to try to rehab things that dolls that wild animals have come in and built nests out of. Also, they were probably pretty beaten up. I looked at their hair. Their hair was like... Anyway, long story long, because ADHD brain. They were destroyed. And so, however, looking back at pictures of that Christmas when I got her, and when she came out, she's Mattel, right? She reminded me of that time that I got her for Christmas, and kind of being able to play and switch from the different costumes of her. So I purchased Cinderella first to remind myself of that little girl Christmas. I got her with all of her accessories, of course. Like, I wasn't, like, all of her outfits, like, it just came in one big, huge bundle. Like, I wasn't gonna buy them separately. If I was gonna do it, I was just gonna, whoop, all at once. So, that's why I got Cinderella. I am so happy I did. She's fun. As you can see, I haven't changed her yet. I haven't taken her hair out yet. It's a little messy in the back. She's just been Cinderella. One of these days I will change her, but because it was Christmas, like, I was like, yeah, you look like Christmas. You're good. So yeah, AG website on sale. I bought her because I love Disney and she reminded me of childhood. That's why I'm into the Disney dolls. I go to my doll group every month, and they have a raffle for like a whole slew of dolls, mainly Barbie, which is all the way up there. I have all my Barbies up there that I've won, purchased, but mainly won from the raffle. But one time they had a kit one time, which I didn't win, but this time I put all of my raffle tickets that I purchased into this box, because look at how cute she is. Now, she has obviously been refurbed. She had her glasses. I didn't need another Molly because Emily. I have a Molly. A lot of my other Mollys have been customized too. Like, I've ripped their hair off to customize them, but she was just so cute. Like, so cute. And I was like, yeah. And I actually wanted her glasses more than anything else. But then when I won her in November. When I brought her home, I was like, she's just the cutest thing. Like, the cutest thing. Obviously she's been, because they've like blunt cut her hair. But yeah, she's so precious. When I actually held her after winning her, I was like, yeah, you're mine. So she is American Girl, probably from the 90s, but she's vintage 90s. No. And so she is now my Molly, the one that I'm going to dress up in Molly clothes. Now I have a lot of Molly clothes. Over the years I collected a lot of Molly clothes. But she's going to be the first one that wears the Molly clothes. And then my Mattel Molly, the one that I got like a head change and all of that from, she's gonna still be Molly too, but different, right? So anyway, so yeah, that is a really long video, but that is all of the dolls that I got in 2024. Now, my first doll of 2025, AG had a sale on their website of the Disney dolls. This Claudie sculpt, y'all, but this face is adorable. I've even been trying to like loosen her ringlets a little bit to make them more like soft around her face. I gotta love Tiana. So Tiana's my first doll of 2025, and I couldn't be more happier. These bring my doll count to 47 dolls. That is a lot of AG dolls. A lot. All right, I hope you enjoyed the dolls that I collected in 2024, and we'll see you next time. Bye.